Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Past the 20 for a short gain, second down. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Walker now on first and 10. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Motion man is Schwartz. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. And now an audible here into something else. 2nd and 2. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down at the 28.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a throw here to his running back.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Pressure already in the first quarter, already sacked him once. Then they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot better.
Yes, indeed, that time lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that.
He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
And here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge.
Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate.
The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. big mistakes add up into points against you.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
K.J. Hamler.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down, Rams.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
In motion, the tight end.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hill on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hill now on the option right.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down is Hill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big game in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked up. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, Hill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they've
taken it right down Broadway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Hill.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second
down and a yard.
of the gun. Hill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again is Hill. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Check smash.
On second down, here's Hill.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brady Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Go street.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Down to about the 45.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
Here's Hill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Seven Pirates!
Here's Hill now on 2nd down.
Quick slant to Hamler.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
3rd and 2. Hill. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Panther streak!
Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hill. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
18 Rattler!
Now it's Hill. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Strike! Check! Strike!
Motion man is Schwartz. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Down back at his own 4-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're going to try and throw.
Throw left side there, Schwartz with it.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on. Sports.
Let's go.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz,
57 yards.
and the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
The score, Seahawks 31, Rams 17. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back to throw. Hill.
They're going right back to Hamler.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hill on 3rd down.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the counter, it's Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
For the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, Panther.
A pitch comes to Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Get it.
Again, it's Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Hill now to throw. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Big play. Big play. Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. All about you. All right, offense.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But after it went down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Red 52. Red cycle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Hill looks to throw. And Walker has it. Oh, some strong running. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cup 19, go!
On 1st and 10, Hill. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
79 Broncos.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So the victory here for Seattle.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid.